Welcome back to another video in my series of modules that will eventually come together as a 1/35th scale spaceship diorama. In the previous videos I built the cockpit and the hallway. This time I'm moving on to a more private section of the ship, the kitchen. To make all the rooms feel like parts of the same ship, I'm reusing some key elements, like the doors and the floor spacers in every room. Some of you have commented that you'd like to see less 3D printing and more kit bashing and scratch building. Well, I tried my best. You'll let me know if it wasn't enough, I'm sure. This time I'm following the sketch dimensions pretty much 100%, using styrene to build the core structure. I decided to glue the doorways on both sides early in the process. You'll see later in the video if that was a good idea. It wasn't. In the sketch, the cupboards are placed on the floor, but I wanted to lift them up a bit. I used this toothed belt from an old printer as a spacer. Foam core is used to build the base of the cupboards. Once I knew where I wanted the fronts, I used door parts from the same military vehicle kit I've been kit bashing in the previous modules, and turned those into the fronts. I actually had this 3D modeled and ready to print, but as I said, I'm trying my best here, and honestly I really like the result. I experimented with filling recesses using UV resin. I thought it would level out nicely, but I'm sure some kind of putty would have worked better. For the countertop I used 1mm styrene, then installed the sink just like you would in real life. That was actually quite fun. You know what I think about 3D printing? Big fan. These plastic bits are from an old keyboard. And this? I have no idea what it is. The floor looked way too plain compared to the other rooms, so I started measuring out some tiles, just scribing, not cutting all the way through. The glue slightly melted the styrene, which I used to give the floor some extra texture. Now the main structure is done and I can start adding details and greebles. This bit from an R2D2 kit broke, but that's fine, I can still use it. Not sure what this piece is supposed to be, but it looks like one of those hose sprayers you use in big kitchens. Computer screens will help tie this room together with the cockpit. One is meant to be like a TV and the other a control terminal for the kitchen appliances or oven or something. I regretted not making the cockpit screens light up, but now I have a second chance. Just need to fix this real quick. Yeah, that super glue really bonded with the styrene. The hole ended up as big as the new screen, so I made a frame for it to cover it up. That made it look like it was installed later, which gave me an idea. An extra power supply for components not originally installed by the ship's manufacturer. I found this piece in the bits box and added some inlets to the thing in the corner and to the TV. Now I'd like to take a moment to thank my second ever Patreon supporter, John Gardner. Thanks guys for supporting the channel and for all the great feedback in the VIP posts. Like adding plates to the sink. I wouldn't have done that without your input. All the 3D models shown in this video will be available for free to the paid membership tiers on Patreon. I spent quite a while before landing on the final door design and I'm really happy with it. Okay, the building stage is finished and I can start painting. First I primed everything in a warm brown. Once dry, I added a highlight layer of grimy light grey, the same colors I used in the previous two builds. I filled the 3D printed artifacts with Tamiya putty. Once I started brushing it on, I liked the textures, so I ended up doing the whole top surface. Small variations in grey help separate the different parts of the build. I wanted more color though, so I added some blue, a nice complementary color to the orange in the cockpit I think. Now it's just a matter of blocking in the colors. This shot here definitely deserves a thumbs up. If you like this project and what I'm doing, please consider subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. I applied chipping fluid to the blue panels, but since I had already painted other parts of the room, I didn't want to risk overspray by using the airbrush again. If you're doing this yourself, I'd definitely recommend finishing this step before painting the rest of the room, because this wasn't great. But I kept it, even though I wasn't too pleased, and hoped it would look a lot better after some weathering and touch-ups. But first, to avoid But first, to avoid even more chipping, a coat of matte varnish. I wanted to show you how fast and nice this enamel wash makes the wall look. In just seconds, it completely transforms the surface. To make the details pop even more, I go over every small element with a black pin wash. A really fun and rewarding process, though cleanup is sometimes needed afterwards. Everything looked a bit dark, so I started adding highlights. Same base colors, just mixed with white or grey or yellow. This striping technique is very effective. I really like the result. And lastly, a brown wash to dirty it up even more. Now the screens get a coat of UV resin. I photoshopped an image of a 40s news anchor onto a bluish screen and printed it out on photo paper. The doors are painted like the walls, but with some extra scratches. And with that, the kitchen module is done. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. The next room in the series will be the bedroom. Until next time, goodbye.